What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's video where we're going to be talking about something very special. The bottom signal may have just flashed for the new set Chaos Rising, and I'm going to get straight into the video and explain to you exactly as to why I have this thesis. Now, it's very simple and straightforward, guys. It's something you may have even noticed yourself if you keep an eye on the markets and on these price charts. Of course, I always use Collector for this, and to get into it, it's very simple. We see the same pattern every single time, especially in this Mega Evolution set, and I'm sure if I could go back to all of the other ETBs over all of the eras, we would see exactly the same thing. Now, I want to get straight into this Ascended Heroes one. So obviously we've got the price release, the dump, stable ground, steady price action, back to the upside, back to the all-time highs, and back to the release price. And if we go through every single Mega Evolution set so far, we can see exactly the same price pattern without fail. Now, the only set that we can't see that on just yet, and I think it's pretty obvious as to why, is the Perfect Order set. Now, obviously this set just doesn't have any aura towards it. It's got barely any chase cards that people like. This one, unfortunately, is a bit of a flop, I think, from Pokemon. I'm sure it's still going to retain strong value, and I'm sure over time it will gain traction and it will increase in price. But we do see sets like this in Pokemon, and unfortunately this is just one of them. But to take a look at 90% of the Mega Evolution sets we've seen so far, that we can base this set on, because it has some absolutely amazing pulls, some amazing cards. And I think this one is just a no-brainer. Like, this one is without a doubt going to return back to that release price. And we're going to see the same exact price pattern. So yeah, first of all, I believe we've seen the worst of that dump that we always get on release, which has lasted best part of a month or so, maybe a little bit longer. And what we're starting to see now is we're starting to see that price slow down and the floor to be found. And this is where people start to realize that this set is undervalued. So the selling slows and we start to see people picking these products up. Now, over the last few days, we've actually even started to see a very small rise in price. All right, the low, which came in at around, best part of $150, has now changed to 170. And you could argue that we are in this phase of the price move. Sorry, this phase of the price move. Here. We could be here. We could be here. We could be here. And we could be here. And we could well be here. But I'm pretty damn sure that we're not. So yeah, I think that's the main reason, guys, that this set is just super undervalued right now. And there's a lot of people that are calling this set a bit of a flop, because we've seen such a sell-off on a lot of the cards. And obviously, I would say the sealed as well, we've seen quite a hard sell-off, where a lot of these sets, we didn't see so much of a drop-off of release. We got almost a price pump, like we saw on these sets. We got a release and then a pump, but with Chaos Rising, we just saw a steady release and an instant drop. So I think people have been a little bit wary about this set, but I'm here today to tell you that it's absolutely nuts, and they know nothing about what they're talking about, and this is why you should be picking up Chaos Rising right now. So apart from the the sealed stuff, the Pokemon Center ETB, we've obviously got the main chase card, which is the Mega Greninja EX, which of course is a sequential matching artwork throughout its evolution line of Frogadier and Froakie, which is absolutely sick. We don't see that very often, especially in these Mega Evolution sets. And what makes me so hopeful about the Mega Greninja EX card alone is basing it off the Twilight Masquerade Greninja EX, which is comfortably sitting at $400, guys. I mean, this artwork's sick, but for me, doesn't touch this. And the fact that this is just a standard Greninja EX and it doesn't have any sort of sequential artwork with it just makes me believe that this can be even more expensive, even more desirable. So let's put these in order of the evolution line. So of course we've got this Froakie, and I think at the moment, again, just to reassure my point that we could be seeing a bottom signal flashing, is we're starting to see the price drop of these cards slow down, and people are starting to realize that they're undervalued, and they're starting to slowly accumulate them and stop the sell-off of these pieces, guys. Now we're starting to see a floor come in at around sort of $14. I don't see much of a sell-off now really from this card. Potentially we could keep going to, I don't know, another $1 or $2, but I think it's time. It's that people are realizing that this set is undervalued and they're starting to scoop these cards. Next up, we've got the Frogadier, which is flashing the exact same signal. We've seen the stronger drop, and we're starting to see the relief of that now. We're starting to see a floor come in, and we're starting to see people accumulate these cards at around, you know, the $11 to $12 price line. Now, as I said, the fact that these cards are sequential and they all line up just makes this set even more desirable in the future. Absolutely sick piece. I mean, how you can pick up these two cards for, you know, around $10 to $12 is bonkers. And I think that this card, you know, unfortunately, it might have a little bit sort of more to go, but it just depends on how we come in, guys. It depends on how the fans, how the collectors come in. If people start scooping this card up at around $300 US, which is very possible, we could well start to see, you know, the signals that these cards are showing us, the slowdown, the floor. I mean, you could say that we've seen a pretty sharp dump, and we're starting to show some relief in that price dump, but it's possibly a little bit too early to show right now. But the main signal for me is this Chaos Rising ETB. Whenever we start to see this, we start to see the slowdown of all of the cards. So yeah, I think that's you know, a super strong point. And obviously, if we take a look at, you know, the other parts of this set, because, you know, they aren't the only cards in the set that are making it so popular and obviously super undervalued. I did a video on some of these cards the other day, actually, which was the Ampharos and the Xerneas, which in my opinion are criminally undervalued. I mean, this Ampharos card is the first illustration, like full art card we've ever seen for Ampharos, and it's got some sick artwork. It's got some flaffies in the background, a beautiful full body picture of Ampharos. As I say, it's the first one we've ever seen, so to pick this one up at these prices is just insane. This is a $30 to $40 card all day. And then we've got the Xerneas again. Xerneas, obviously a little bit of a niche Pokemon. I do know some really strong fans for this this Pokemon, but to pick up a legendary Pokemon with artwork like this at $12 is bonkers, guys. Yeah, there are some strong pieces in this set. We've got another starter here, another card, an illustration rare, which I think is crazy undervalued. I mean, this is a beautiful piece for $5. This Crobat, $4 for this Crobat. I love Crobat. I love all of the Crobats, the Golbats. I absolutely love the Dark Golbat from the first Team Rocket set. I think that's a sick card. I actually own that in a PSA slab. Yeah, this card, this set's got some wicked pieces. So I really don't know why people are calling it a flop. I think it's a mistake to be sleeping on this set, guys. And I think if you've got the cash lying around to scoop up this, it's just going to be like the rest. It's just going to be like the rest. It's not a perfect order set, guys. Yeah, I think we know that. It's definitely on par, you know, with some of these sets that we've seen released recently. With the Mega Greninja, the Greninja on the front, the box is sick. So yeah, I think we're starting to see that bottom signal flash, and yeah, this is why I'm making the video today, guys, because we could be getting to the point where, you know, I don't want to call it too late and the prices start to go up. I think it's the perfect time to make this video today. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of this. Let me know if you already have, you know, most of the Chaos Rising set. Let me know if you've scooped up any of the sealed. Let me know what you think, and give me some ideas in the comments, guys. I'm so open to doing any type of video that you want to see. I'm really loving the support, and please like, subscribe. I want to see some of you guys showing me some love. It really spurs me on to keep making these videos, and as always, I will leave a link attached above so you can go and watch my last video. Go show it some love, guys. It's about the 9-card amazing rare set, which I think is mad slept on. You can pick up the whole thing for $70. Crazy at the moment. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.